Hi there, welcome back. In this video I'm going to share with you the final section of the Dreams dashboard, which is really about scheduling and scoring. So what you want to be doing is, now you've created the ambitions, you want to have a schedule. You may have mini tasks that are needed to be accomplished in order to achieve that ambition, and you want to be able to see your progress of that in order to stay motivated. So this is what you do on the score sheet here. So you can see we've got different levels here. You've got the main life area and categories, but then on this little bar on the side, you can actually then click number 2 and it's going to open up the next layer. Now these are going to automatically import from your top 3 ambitions here. So whatever you've set in this one, and this one on money is going to import into money and finance. Whatever is here in the career and mission is going to import into the career and mission section. Okay, but that's not it. So now let's say for one of these you've got subtasks. You can now go to level 3 and you can put in all the subtasks, and here is where you can now type something in, and then you can also plan it. So if you come in here and say plan the start, and you'll do that by each of these numbers relates to a section. So if I put section plan start here, section 1, and plan duration 5, it's going to add this planned time period. Now I've currently got it set to days, but you could set it to weeks, you could set it to anything. So this just all works on this number here, but in the above column you can set whatever you want, whether it's days, weeks, it's entirely up to you. And then you can actually say, well, we got started a bit late, and it actually only lasted say 3 weeks, so we got it completed in the time, or actually no, it went over a bit and lasted that, and it will show you how well you are planning. Now you can come in here as well and insert a new one, and then all you're going to do is do that and drag it down and copy it over, and you can enter something new right here. So it could be update clients, whatever it's going to be. And then once you add the scoring, the progress tracking, then that changes what's happening at the goal level here, and then what's happening at the category level up here. And this is where you can go back to level 2 and see how you're progressing in each of these areas. Now, here's one thing to note. You can, if you want, simply add more. So if you've got more than 3 goals you want in here, you're going to just take a section, right click, click copy, and then come here to the bottom and just click insert copied cells. Or you can put them wherever you want basically, and that's going to create a whole new section. So you can add as many goals as you want. Now the one thing you need to know when you're using this is, now you've added a new goal, this top one up here no longer has the average for all of them. So if you want it to average all of them, you just need to click in here in the formula and click back to the extra one you want to add, and then hit enter, and that's going to update it for all the goals here. But what's going to happen is, anything you put here in terms of goals and these sub goals, this is all going to be aggregated, the data, back to the categories for your top 3 goals in this section, and it's also going to be what determines your goal progress on this main dashboard for you. So whatever you change here, so let's look at an example. Let's go career and mission. The 3rd goal, this outer section, is at about 50%. Okay, so if we go to the score and go to career and mission, we can see that it's at 55% because one of these is currently at 100%. This one's at 66%. So let's say that one gets completed, and you can see it crosses the line out, and this one gets, let's say it's almost completed, that gets up to 80. So the overall goal is now at 93. It's gone up from 55 to 93, and it's the 3rd goal in career and mission. So if we look on the dashboard, we could now see that has jumped up. We'd also see it reflected here within the career and mission section. This 3rd one has now jumped up. So you're now 48% complete overall for your career and mission, which relates to this number. So this is a way to have incredible levels of planning. And you can either do it by like project-based things. So let's say it's a payoff interest where you've got specific tasks you've got to complete, or you can do it by like really goal orientated stuff. So let's say it's a number, and you know the number you want to hit is 30,000 something. Then you could break that down into smaller targets to hit on your thing. Or say in health and fitness, you have a certain weight or body fat you want to hit. You could break that down into, you know, sub goals, and then plan when you're going to achieve those sub goals by. Now, don't confuse that with habits, which is, you know, the habits would be working out consistently, whereas a goal would be hitting a certain metric at a certain point. You've also got space as well if you want to add extra deadlines in this section here. So I could type in this right here, a deadline here, or you can use the scheduling tool to adjust when it is and how you're doing with it. That's how you use the scoring tool. So it integrates your top 3 are going to be pulled in automatically, but you can set your own. You don't have to use them. That's why we left this flexible and separated it out, because maybe you want the ambitions there, but what you're scoring actually you want differently. And then that's going to update within the category section and the dashboard, so you get really clear visuals of how you are progressing in terms of your goals. And then you can dive deeper here on the dashboard here. So everything you do in the score is what's going to affect these 2 sections here. And that's it. That's it for you being able to use it, the Dreams Designer. But as a little extra bonus, we've also got the life assessment, where you can come in here and you can answer these questions out of 10 to see how you're doing in these particular areas, and it's going to give you a visual display at the top of how you're doing in each section out of 100. And this is just an extra way to check in really on how you're doing and the reality, and you can do this as often as you want and see how it's changing. That's just a little extra bonus we've thrown in here for you to be able to use and be able to keep track as you're using the Dreams Designer. So I hope you really enjoyed using it and designing your life. If you have any questions, use the support page. And also, if you haven't joined our other programs with our other training and tools that are as fantastic as this one, then please look at those and check those out. So thank you so much for being part of this community. Happy designing, and I wish you all the best in achieving your dreams.